Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the pancreas. This is the structure of the pancreas. The gray portion. The pancreas is a creamy pink gland. Its weight is 60 grams. It is almost 12 to 15 centimeter long and is situated in the epigastric region and the left hypochondriac region of the abdominal cavity. We can see that it is situated in the C-shaped area of the duodenum. This is the duodenum, the first part of the small intestine. It is a curved-shaped organ. It is known as the duodenum. Now, in that shape of this structure, the pancreas is situated and rightly placed. Now, it consists of a broad head. This is the head, broad. Then, the body, this portion is the body, and this is the tail. The body behind the stomach. This body is behind the stomach and the tail is in front of the left kidney. So here the left kidney, here behind the left kidney is situated. And above here, the sidewise, there will be the spleen. The abdominal aorta and the inferior vena cava also lie behind this gland. Now, as we have learned during the endocrine system, that the pancreas acts as endocrine gland. Now here in the digestive system, we are going to learn the pancreas as exocrine function. Why? Because endocrine we learned that the alpha, beta and delta cells secreting three different types of hormone, that is glucagon, insulin and somatostatin. So, insulin and glucagon both are mixing in the blood directly. So, that is known as endocrine function. Now, the exocrine function is that here we can see that this is the pancreatic duct. This is the pancreatic duct, and through this duct, the hormones are being secreted. And then it is brought here, and it opens here in the ampulla of water or hepatopancreatic ampulla. Hepatopancreatic ampulla. So, when we have learned that when the fat containing food is being brought from the stomach to the duodenum, in response to this, the liver that secretes the bile that is being stored in the gallbladder. Now, in response to the fatty substance appearing in the duodenum, this bile from the common bile duct, it will come to the duodenum, and then it helps for the digestion of the fat. It will turn into the fatty acids. Now, it also contains of the large number of, here we can see the large number of lobules made up of the small acini, the walls of which are composed of the secretory cells. Each lobule is drained by a tiny duct. You can see here the tiny duct. So all these cells are secreting the pancreatic juice, and then then eventually it becomes a pancreatic duct. Here it becomes a bigger, which extends along the whole length of the gland and opens into the duodenum just before the entering of the duodenum. That is also known as a ampulla of water or hepatopancreatic sphincter or sphincter of Oddi. The function of this exocrine pancreas is to produce the pancreatic juice. It contains the enzyme Now these enzymes, some of them are in inactive precursors, means not activated, which also will be able to digest the carbohydrate, protein and the fat. The remaining carbohydrate that is not digested in the mouth with the help of the salivary amylase will get digested here. And also the remaining protein that is not digested in the stomach, that also will be able to digest through the help of the pancreatic juice. Now we will see the endocrine function. We have learned already that these cells are being known as the islets of Langerhans or the pancreatic islets. These islets have no duct, so the hormones they diffuse directly into the blood, that we have already learned. Now the blood supply to this pancreas is through the splenic and mesenteric artery, and then the venous drainage is by the veins of the same name. Okay. Now the second accessory organ that we are going to see is the liver. Now liver has the two sides. This is the anterior view and this is the posterior view. You can see in this diagram, this is the right lobe, this is the left lobe, this is inferior vena cava, this is the falciform ligament, and this is the gallbladder, because the gallbladder is situated in the posterior. So only the little portion we can see. And at the posterior view, there is a right lobe and the left lobe. Now here this is the gallbladder, which preserves or stores the bile that is secreted by the liver. This is quadrate and this is the caudate lobe. Here is the hepatic artery, the red color that you can see, that is the hepatic artery. This is the hepatic vein. This is the inferior vena cava. This is the impression of the right adrenal gland. Okay. Now we are going to learn about the liver.